Hi, this is Professor Angela Rasmussen from the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering at the University of Utah. Today I also wanted to go over interpreting the actual equation for Bode plots. So we're back to this example. We notice that from this decade to this decade, we have a 20 dB difference. So we know that that slope is 20 dB. We can actually write the equation for this. We know that to get a starting slope, that has to be either a pole or zero at the origin. So since it has a 20 dB, positive 20 dB, there is going to be one pole or one zero at the origin. We then know that at 1, it changes from plus 20 to 0, so that to make that happen, that has to be a pole value. So that means that at 10, that's at 1, we have one pole change to go from plus 20 to 0. Then here to here, we go from 40 back down to 20. It's a minus 20 dB, so again, that's going to be another pole value, and that time it's at 1K, so that's going to be the form of S over 1K plus 1, and then there's going to be a constant out here. So this would be the form of this equation. What you want to know from this is that for every pole or zero, you have an element in your circuit, and this would be information that's also useful to know. So on this one, we go from 20 to 60, and so that is an increase of 40. So instead of 20, we have a 2 poles or 2 zeros at the origin, and then we go flat, which means there's a change of minus 40, which is going to be 2 poles. So at 10, we have 2 poles. So that's going to be 2 of them. From here to here, we have just a change of 20 dB. And so that change again of a minus is going to be a pole. And so we're going to have 1 pole. And this would be the form for this equation. For this one, we go from 160 to 140, so it has a decrease of minus 20 dB per decade. Again, that's got to be a pole, and it's starting at that way. So we have a pole, which is going to be on the bottom, and only 1 because it's a minus 20. And then it has a flat, which means we must have a plus 20 to make that flat. So at 100, we have 1 0. And then again, we have an additional 20 increase at 10K. So again, we have another 0. And there's some constant that's out there. So we have the form of this for this Bode plot. For this one, we have a minus 40 dB per decade, so starting slope of minus 40 is going to be 2 poles, and then it changes to flat, so that's got to be 2 zeros, and they're at 100. So we have 2 zeros, and then it goes here to here is only a minus 20, so again a pole to give the minus side. And that's at 1K plus 1 and some constant. So there's our Bode plot equation for this one. All right, that concludes this video. Thank you for watching.